This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
The Jason Walker Show, broadcasting from the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Here's Jason Walker.
Hey, what up? Happy Monday, the Jason Walker Show. We are back inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave, presented by Capital Collision Center. Montana state law says it is your vehicle, it is your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center. As I mentioned, hanging out on a Monday. We've got a lot coming up today. You can watch on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You can listen live on Podbean, Network One Sports, TreasureStateRadio.com, and much, much more as we get set for a Monday. Divisionals, we've got state tournaments just around the corner, and some news because I won't be here for a couple of days next week because I'll be doing a state tournament. More on that. Today, though, we're going to chat with new Flathead High football coach Alex Cummings, our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week, and much, much more. If you want to get your nominations in, you can at JWalker Sports on the Twitter. You can Facebook us. You can email Jason at jasonwalkershow.com. So, here we go. Hope you had a good weekend. What'd you do? Saturday, I can't even remember what we did. Oh, I golfed on Saturday. The wife and the little one went to a birthday party and then to a going-away party. I met up with them later at the going-away party. Had a good time. One of her coworkers is moving. He announced he's dating someone, and everybody was excited. It was cool. So congrats. It was a lot of fun. And then yesterday, got the chance to hang out with a bunch of little queens. It was Little Miss Last Chance Stampede pageant, and it was a lot of fun down at the fairgrounds in the VIP room. And got a chance to hang out with Miss Cassie Turner, Miss Last Chance Stampede, and she taught like 16 girls from 3 to 11 how to model and pageantry. It was kind of cool. It was a lot of fun. So the little one had a good time. We took her to it and let her kind of tool around a little bit. She had fun. She loves Miss Cassie. That's what she calls her. And she says Miss Cassie has replaced Kayla Seaman as her favorite rodeo queen. So give you a couple looks here. There's Friend's Daughters. There's another one. There's Miss Cassie Turner right there talking to the kids. There's my little one. Let's see here. We've got me talking to my little one. She didn't want to talk on the microphone. And Miss Cassie had to hold her the whole time. It was really, really cute. So it was a lot of fun. And had a good time down there at the Fairgrounds. Gail did a great job putting it on. And it was fun. It was fun. Hope you had a good weekend as well. There was some great stuff over the weekend. And some of these are in our nominations for Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. We had 3 Montana State and 1 University of Montana track athletes win Big Sky performances. The 3 Bobcats did it in record fashion. Montana State men, runner-up finish, best showing since 2014. Bobcat women were 3rd. NAU men and women took titles. They're so good. They are really, really, really good. In cross country as well. Let's see, Noelle Martin won the high jump, and men's first outdoor high jump champ for Montana State in 23 years. Carly Von Heater led the women in javelin and shattered the school record and went 173.10, 3 feet farther than Emily Tyrell's previous record mark. And the first javelin champ from MSU since Tyrell won it in 2012. Drake Schneider went the 400-meter hurdles in 50.17, his own school record, broken for the 4th time and won by over 2 seconds. And is now the first 3-time champ for Bobcats in the 400 hurdles, joining Blake Jackson and Shannon Butler in the shot put and the 5,000, as Bobcats to have won 3 straight. 5 other Bobcats went all Big Sky honors. There was a Grizz that did something good, and I'll have to remember or find the name, find out where I saw it, because it was, let's see here, right there. Kate Johnstone from Forsyth, Missoula, Montana, or University of Montana Junior, went 400-meter dash. The lone champ for the UM men, who placed 6th. Women's team had an individual winner Friday, ended up in 7th. But Johnstone was on the title-winning mile relay team a couple of years ago at outdoor track for the Grizz. So a couple of titles there for that junior, so congratulations. Let's see, we saw some, Helena kid, Chase Smith, who's at Washington. He did something really good, and we're going to try to get that shown here in a second. This is what Chase Smith did for the University of Washington at the Pac-12 championships in the pole vault. And he is up and over 17-1, his first individual crown. So congratulations to Helena native Chase Smith. That's really cool. And he's a 5th-year senior. So excellent job, Chase. Well done. Courtesy on that the Washington Track and Field team's Twitter is who we'll give credit to on that one. But congratulations there. Let's see, what else? There was some good stuff. Connor Ralph of Helena qualifying for the U.S. ski team freestyle. That's cool. There's some team. Miles City Community College won the Junior College Region 13 baseball crown. In fact, we'll talk to Coach Jeff Brabant coming up on Wednesday right here on the Jason Walker Show. So that's going to be a lot of fun as well. So let's see. Jose Vitor Leme won in Billings for the 2nd straight year at the PBR. Justin Lockwood went over. What else happened? There was some good stuff. If you, like I said, you want to get your nominations in, you totally can for the Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. Got some good ones. Let's see here. The 5B districts wrapped up with Manhattan. Is that the boys? Yep. Jefferson and then Townsend. 1, 2, 3. On the girls' side, Manhattan, Jefferson, Big Timber. So there you go. Got some news today that the MHSA, because of, I love Montana, 82, almost 83 degrees right now. Right. I mean, great golf weather today. Had a great day on the golf course. But Montana is so awesome, right? I mean, we love Montana. Because it's going to snow this weekend, potentially. Friday especially. Like, it's going to get bad. So it's going to be like 38. My tee time's going to get canceled. It's going to suck. But, so they're moving up tennis, softball divisionals. So the Eastern AA is moving up, and the Western AA softball. Tennis is moving as well. So the Western AA here in Helena will play tomorrow and Wednesday instead of Thursday through Saturday. So instead of 3 days, they're condensing it to 2. And let's see, the Southeast A softball has been rescheduled to May 19th. That is Wednesday. That is at Livingston. The Northeast A softball has been rescheduled at Havre to also tomorrow and Wednesday instead of the weekend. And they're moving some tennis as well. I think Eastern AA softball's been moved up as well. So, yeah, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Katrina Terry of Billings West won the Big Sky pole vaulting crown on the women's side. And let's see here. Missoula Sentinel, Marshall Beatty was second for Army in the 5,000. That's really awesome. Sam Houston State winning in the final minute to claim the FCS football title nobody cared about in this spring season. And just some other good stuff. Like I said, if you want to get your nominations in, you can. For Auto Concepts Performance of the Week, you can tweet us at JWalkerSports. You can Facebook. You can email Jason at JasonWalkerShow.com. We're going to take a break, though. And when we come back, we are going to chat for the first time with new Flathead High football coach Alex Cummings. Reached out last week. He said, yeah, man, I want to come on the show. So we're going to talk to Coach Cummings. Tomorrow, Miss Last Chance Stampede and soon-to-be Miss Rodeo Montana, Cassie Turner, will be in studio in the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Also tomorrow, going to talk to Frank Koloski. Frank Koloski is he's in Alaska. Why are we talking to someone in Alaska? Because they're going to have a PRCA bull riding up there for the first time. And like 34 of the top 40 bull riders in the PRCA are headed to Alaska in a couple of weeks, and we'll talk to Frank Koloski from Rodeo, Alaska tomorrow. We mentioned Miles baseball coach Jeff Brabant on Wednesday. Fallon Frigie is going to join us. Former Bobcat, just wrapped up her first season overseas playing pro ball, and she will join us on Thursday and as well. So Midnight Bourbon did not win the Preakness or the Kentucky Derby, so I don't think I'm going to put money on Midnight Bourbon for the Preakness, which is coming up, or for the Belmont in a couple of weeks. So, yeah. But Bob Baffert's horse did not win, Medina Spirit, and Baffert has been suspended from New York racing for this foreseeable future. So that came out today as well. So, all right. Football. I know it's spring, and I know I gave a hard time to the spring seasons, but it's high school football. And it's Alex Cummings. He's the new Flathead High football coach, and he joins us next, coming up. Jason Walker's Show. We are presented on this Monday and every day by our good friends over at Capital Collision Center. Montana state law says it is your vehicle, it is your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center. Stay right there. Alex Cummings, Flathead High football, next.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918. Or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back on a Monday. Jason Walker Show, presented by Capital Collision Center. Here inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave, the new one. Got to get some new gear hanging up in here. We'll talk to our next first guest coming up here in a few minutes about that. But if you want to hang your swag up, if you want to donate to the show, whether it's a helmet or your school apparel, just get a hold of me, Jason at jasonwalkershow.com. But it'll be fun. We'll take care of you. Our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week is coming up. Don't forget to get on the schedule for Nitro Green for all their lawn, tree, and pest needs. I think we have a dead tree, so I'll have to get Nitro Green over, tear it out. We had one tore out last year, too. So, but then we wouldn't have trees in our backyard, and then I can just mow with no issues. I like that. So get a hold of Nitro Green. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. As we welcome on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline our first guest of the week and our first chat of his head coaching career. It is Alex Cummings, new head coach up at the Flathead High football team. Coach, how you doing?
Good, Jason. How you doing, man?
You know, I'm living the dream. I get to chat with you, and I've been looking forward to this ever since our good friend Wes Ross said, hey, you need to talk to this dude. So he gave me your number, and here we are.
That's awesome, man. Wes and Callie are such good people, man.
They are. That's a great family, and I love them. I love them to death. So anyway, Alex Cummings, our guest. So are you a Helena guy?
So I'm actually originally from Missoula. So I grew up in Missoula.
Okay.
I graduated at Big Sky High in 2009. And then I went up actually and played football at Northern from 09 to 13. And then I ended up back in Missoula for a year, student teaching at Big Sky and teaching there for a year. And then I ended up here in Kalispell.
Okay. So you have no connection to Helena whatsoever other than Wes Ross?
Well, you know, Wes and I know there. Yeah, there's some guys that I know there. Like obviously I know Matt Upham really well when we were growing up. So, you know, I have an aunt and uncle that live there. So, I mean, I do have a couple of connections there, but no, mostly just through Wes, man.
So you played at Northern for Samson. So there's a lot of connections here because you go from coaching with or playing for Mark and Kyle to then coaching with Kyle to then taking over for Matt. I mean, there's just, it's a small world in reality, right?
Oh, man. You know, and I was just talking to Wes Ross about that the other day, man. It's just funny how, you know, it's such a large state, but I think the coaching tree here is such a tight-knit community. It's just funny how many people you get to know over your career. And you know, somebody always knows somebody, and that's kind of how you build those relationships.
All right, so before I ask you super serious questions, we got to get a Flathead High helmet in. You going to take care of that?
Oh, I can absolutely get you a Flathead High helmet, man. Okay. I just had to restock.
Well, good. I'll take an old one. It doesn't have to be awesome. I'll just, you know, even old school like leather with no face mask is cool too.
No, hey, I'll get you anything you need, man. I'm a big fan of the show.
Well, I appreciate that, Coach. And for saying that, I'll have to send you a shirt. What are you, about an extra large?
It might be a double these days.
A 2X? Okay, I feel that pain.
Yeah.
I went from a medium to a large, and Alex Cummings, our guest here, Flathead High football coach. All right, so take me through the decision with the family to decide, okay, I want to go for the head job. I've been an assistant. It's my turn to step into this role.
Yeah, you know, it was really kind of a big couple of months for us. So I'm getting married in August.
Oh, congrats.
So, thank you. So since March, end of February, early March, we bought a house. We have two dogs now. We got a new puppy. doing grad school, and then now have a new coaching gig. So, we have a lot of moving parts right now. But my soon-to-be wife, she's a coach and a teacher too. And it's always something like I've wanted to do. I've always wanted to be a head coach. It's just kind of one of those things when the opportunity presented itself, it's kind of just funny how the world sort of works that way. And, we talked it over, and it's like, yeah, we got a lot of things on our plate right now, but it's just funny how life just kind of goes like that. It kind of goes in streaks where you get a couple of good luck things in a row and opportunities that are presented. And, we just kind of went with it, man. And it's been a very busy last couple of weeks with all the moving parts and things like that. But man, it's been awesome. It's kind of a dream come true for me. And it's something I've always wanted to do.
So obviously, Kyle was there, built a great team now, and then he left and went on down to Tech, where he's now the head coach and still yet to coach as a head coach yet on the college level. But and then when Matt stepped down, how tough was that? Because Matt's a good friend of yours, like you said, and he leaves and you step into that role and having been an assistant under him.
Yeah, that's a tough one there, and that's a great question. Matt and I have been friends a long time, and Matt's a really good friend of mine. And Matt. Not only do I think Matt Upham is a great person, I think he's a great husband to his wife Jenna and his two kids. Nora, and he got a newborn Jay. He's an outstanding father, and he comes from a great family. I've known those guys a long time, and those guys have always treated me like a son. And Matt was great. It's just it was an unfortunate thing, for Matt. That's a tough call for a young coach, and got a young family. But and like Matt and I had talked, we're very close, and it's just kind of one of those things. It was an opportunity, like kind of an unexpected opportunity for me that just kind of came up. And like Matt will be the first one to tell you, you don't know when those opportunities come around again. And I just kind of jumped on it, and now we're rolling. And it's been great for the last couple of weeks. There's been a lot of things going on, but it's just something that it's just a great opportunity for me and my family. And we're really looking forward to the future here and building something here. And hopefully, a couple of years from now, we can get things rolling and get it to a place where we're finding some success.
You guys had some success with an offensive-minded head coach, and then struggle a little bit with a defensive-minded head coach. Where do you fit in on the grand scheme of things? Are we an offense or defensive guy here?
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And I've been on both sides of that as an assistant, and it seems like whenever your head coach is an offensive guy, there's a lot more offensive practice going on. And when your head coach is a defensive guy, it seems like, practice is over when the defense wants to be over. And obviously I was an offensive lineman pretty much my whole life, especially in college. And I've always coached most of the time on the offensive side of the ball. So I love the offensive side, man. What I've really tried to do, or I'm trying to do, is sort of make myself available for both sides of the ball. And I have a passion for offensive football. I'm a Montana guy all the way through. I don't think it's going to be any sort of surprise to hear that, I want to play tough, hard-nosed Montana football, and that involves running the ball and taking advantage of the passing game. But I also, I want to light it up on D too. So fortunately for me, I've had under 2 head coaches now in my coaching career. Well, 3 with Matt Johnson, Missoula, but I've had an offensive guy and a defensive guy, and I've kind of seen, the best of both of those things. So I think that's a huge advantage for me as a head coach.
Alex Cummings, our guest here, Flathead High football coach on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. All right, the cupboard is not bare, and I know it was a struggle the last couple years, but high school is just it's hit and miss with what you're given and what comes up through the ranks. And how does Flathead High football look heading into the upcoming fall 2021 season?
I'm really excited about the team that we have right now. The thing is, we made that run in 2018. The 2 years prior to that, we had a very similar team, just in the fact that we had a lot of young guys, so we're going to have a lot of young guys that haven't had a ton of varsity playing time. But, that might be a good thing for us. We got a lot of guys that are going to have an opportunity to get a lot of playing time as young kids. And hopefully, with a lot of numbers in our sophomore class and our junior class, that's a good problem for us in a couple of years, keep those numbers high. And, I always have felt like since I've been here, we've kept great numbers in the program. And in our off season, lifting and conditioning, we average about 70 kids a day in there, which is huge for a AA program. So, there's some benefits there, that I think are going to be huge for us down the line. It's just a very, you have to be patient. You have to, you're going to take some licks, at certain points and there's going to be some growing pains, but that's fine. Those are going to pay dividends in the long run. It's just, you got to make sure and keep the vision in your mind and keep kids on the path of, hey, we understand where we're going. We just got to keep our nose to the grindstone and keep moving forward.
Plus, it's not like the AA is easy year in and year out. I mean, even just on the Western side, I mean, forget the East for a second. I mean, the West is just loaded.
Yeah, no, it's tough, man. And that's a good thing though. That's good for everybody. The competition is high. There's a lot of great programs right now, and these AA coaches, man, they're doing a great job building programs and maintaining programs. And guys that have been around a long time are, they're doing a great job, and we have to match that. And then once we match that, we have to accelerate past that. And that's the fun in it. That's the challenge. That's part of the deal when you're trying to build a program.
Alex Cummings, our guest here. Okay, so you grew up in Missoula. Does that make you a Grizz fan?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so this is funny, but so I'm the only one in my family not to graduate from the University of Montana.
Wow.
So my parents have been season ticket holders for, probably close to 30 years now. And there's a lot of Bobcat fans up here, and I just tell them, like, hey, man, it's a sickness. It's just something that's born into you, and I was born into that mentality. I mean, I didn't miss a Grizz game until I was in college, a home Grizz game.
Right.
So, but yeah, no. So I actually went back to grad school through the University of Montana just because, that's your family school. You're going to do it, and there I went.
I do have my Bobcat helmet that's always on display, but I do also now have an MSU Northern helmet because of Coach Rowland. So that's sitting behind me now. So I've got the Northern and the Cat. If somebody from Missoula were to send a Grizz helmet, I'd put it somewhere on display, somewhere close. Maybe I'd use it as a garbage can.
Come on, man.
No, I grew up in Bozeman, so you know what it's like. My mom and dad are grads from MSU, so and I PA'd there for 16 years, so it's in my blood, So
no, hey, I love that though, man. I love that rivalry, and dude, I don't have a bad word to say about any of those guys, any of those coaches that have ever been to MSU since I've been in, starting with Ash, and even on to Vegan, Coach Vegan. Like, hey, everybody that I've ever dealt with in that program has been great to me. So I don't have a bad word to say about them. And now it's kind of funny when you're out of the game and you're coaching. It's like, hey man, I'm loyal to everybody who's willing to take one of our guys. So.
I was just going to say, yeah, but are you going to push your kids to one or the other schools?
Yeah, that's a great question. I feel like you're trying to bait me.
Or do you have to send them down to Kyle down at Tech? See, that's of middle of the road there. That's okay.
Yeah. Hey, whoever wants to get one of our guys and pay him to go to school and play some football. Hey, I'm a fan, man.
All right. Tell me more. Okay, so what else do we like to do besides buy houses and get married? What else? First off, how long have you been engaged?
So we've been engaged almost a year. So we're getting married in August, and we've been engaged since July. So it'll be a little over a year. So, yeah, no, I mean, we lived the dream up here, man. The Flathead Valley was kind of a hidden gem, for the last couple of years, and now it's kind of starting to get out there. I'm sure Bozeman sounds like it's a lot like the same thing, but you know, the great thing about living here, man, is it's the most beautiful place in the world if you can stand about 4 months of just darkness during the winter.
Right. Yeah. It's like being in Alaska.
You better like to ski or fish in the wintertime, or else it gets pretty long. But,
Right.
you know, it pays dividends, man. I'm not kidding you, we probably spend 40, 45 days a year on the lake in the summertime. I mean, it's a 10-minute drive for us to the lake. So, you know, we spend a lot of time on the water and hiking around and hunting and fishing and all that, you know, typical Montana stuff. I mean, we love it here.
All right. So tell me about the proposal.
You know, it wasn't anything fancy, man. I'll tell you what, any interview I've ever been in, any big time game I've ever played in, there was no just sheer pressure on myself in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so no, we went up to Glacier, into Avalanche Lake. We went super early in the morning. So before the sunrise, and it wasn't anything special, man. I was so nervous. I couldn't even tell you really what I said. You know, I think I just threw the ring at her and, you know, I don't know. I blacked out for a minute, man, but it's just funny. Like you think you're prepared for that moment, you know, and your mind just goes completely like into blackout zone. I don't know what I said. I hope it was good. I don't know if she even remembers, you know, it's just kind of one of those things.
She said yes.
Well, she did say yes, so hopefully, you know, it works out. But
it wasn't something cheesy like, hey, so I'll be your offensive lineman. You can be my quarterback. I mean, nothing like that, right?
No, man, it was real classy. And you know, if you ask her, I'm sure it was very Shakespearean and beautiful.
Right, exactly.
You know,
yep.
There was a lot of great stuff there, man. I wish I could remember it to tell you better, but I was so nervous, I don't even remember it.
Okay, so what does she coach?
So this is kind of funny, but so she actually she's the JV girls basketball coach at Glacier.
Okay.
And she was helping with golf there. And she does tennis at the middle school. So yeah, we are a very split family here between the two high schools.
Well, so she's now got to get me some Glacier gear.
Hey, I can make that happen too, man.
Okay.
You know, like I tell everybody, I'm the biggest girls Glacier basketball fan out there, man.
Hey, I mean, you actually have no ties. Now, if she coached at like Sentinel or Hellgate, then there's an issue there.
Yeah. No, as a Big Sky guy, I can tell you that for sure, man. But, you know, it's funny. It's really fun for me to watch her coach, you know, and I get a lot more nervous and worked up watching her and her teams play, even as opposed to my own. You know, it's just funny how that goes. But no, it's been great to watch, man. She does a great job, and I think her and her staff and Coach Cram over there, man, they work hard, and dude, they're doing a nice job with those girls over there. So it's been fun for me to watch that too. You know, we're a big sports family, and we have a lot of ties into this community. You know, so fun.
All right, people want to know what's your favorite music.
Oh man, I'm all over the place, but I'm a huge country music guy. I think Garth Brooks is the greatest country music artist of all time.
Okay.
You know, I'm also maybe the world's biggest Foo Fighters fan.
Ooh.
I think Dave Grohl is a god out here. So I'll listen to anything, man. It depends on the mood I'm in. But hey, if we're in the weight room, I could be going crazy listening to some Slipknot or some Slayer or Metallica. But you know, hey, I'm not afraid to. I don't really like a lot of this new rap these guys are listening to these days.
Right.
But
or
you know,
new country.
Yeah, you know, I'll listen to that just the top 40 every once in a while. But you know, it's not the same. And maybe that's a sign I'm just getting old, man.
Well, there you go. I know I'm on that one. Hey, before I let you go, our good buddy Anthony Knockreiner left the Flathead Valley, the Knock on Sports, a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
I will talk Flathead as much as I can and Glacier, but he did such a great job up there. It's going to be kind of hard to fulfill what he did, but maybe I'll talk to his boss and get this show on up there. You could put in some good words. Oh
man, that would be awesome, man. That'd be huge. Yeah, Anthony, does such a good job, man. I mean, he just has such a passion for it, you know, and especially, you know, in this community. And that's the other thing too. I don't think people realize like how big of a sports community it is up here in the Flathead Valley, and not even in AA. I mean, shoot, you got all these other AAB schools around. I mean, it's a huge sports community, and the support level for athletics here is amazing. So, and Anthony really did a great job sort of, you know, getting that out to the rest of the state. And, you know, the awesome thing about Anthony is he just had such a passion for what he was doing. I mean, he always had in-depth questions, and he knew the ins and outs of the teams, and he knew the players and the coaches and all of that, you know, and he loved what he was doing. So it's a huge loss, you know, for us. You know, I'm excited to kind of see where he goes and what he ends up doing. But yeah, man, shoot, if you want me to put in a good word for you, you just send me one of those T-shirts, and I'll go ahead and call the old 600 AM radio station up here.
There you go. Was it KGEZ? I'm going to send you a shirt anyway. But do you and the future wife need T-shirts or golf shirts?
Oh, I didn't know we had options, man.
Well, I mean, you're a fan of the show, so I want you to be taken care of.
Well, I'll tell you what, whatever you send me, I'll send you some Flathead high gear back. How does that sound?
Well, no, that's good. And that doesn't include the helmet. The helmet's already got to be coming.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man.
All right. We'll figure it out. I can't wait to talk to you once the season gets rolling and we get in there. But, hey, take care up there. Congratulations. Tell Matt hi and his family. It's a great family. I used to work with his dad on the Carroll games. So
that's right.
Fantastic family. I love those guys.
Man. Yeah, Greg and Carrie and Matt and Megan and, you know, Jenna, Matt's wife, dude, they're awesome, man. And they're a huge sports family, you know. And I love the section when you were talking about Megan coming off the state title. I love that.
Oh, yeah. It was, she's great. And it's just a great family. And
well, you think there's some competition there?
None whatsoever, right? I mean, that's like you and your wife. I mean, I know they're brother and sister, but you know, it's like you and the wife now. You're Flathead and Glacier, and you know, if Glacier wins, then like they have, you've got some cooking duties.
Hey, man, her success is my success, so I'm all about it, man.
Love it. Hey, take care. Good luck on the wedding, and hopefully it rains on your wedding day because that's supposed to be really good luck.
Yeah, I hope so, man. It'll be a hot one up here, boy.
Exactly. Hey, we'll talk soon, Coach.
All right, Jason. Thanks, buddy.
Yep, thank you. That was Alex Cummings joining us, the Flathead High football coach. It's going to be fun to watch his growth along with his team's growth up there in the Flathead Valley with the Braves football team as he takes over. And congratulations, man. Getting married, bought a house, like he's becoming an adult. It's like watching these kids grow into men now. It's kind of fun. But appreciate Coach Cummings joining us here on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We have On This Day in History. We have some update about Eastern AA and Western AA softball. And also our Auto Contest Performance of the Week is coming up here on The Jason Walker Show.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
Listen to The Jason Walker Show anytime and anywhere. Download The Jason Walker Show on iTunes, Google Play, or wherever you enjoy podcasts.
You can also just go jasonwalkershow.com and listen or watch anytime. We are presented by Capital Collision Center, and still to come, our Auto Contest Performance of the Week, and got some great nominations. And we'll announce the winner. And Auto Concepts right now, you know, so it's a Montana May, right? It's a Montana spring. It's 83 degrees right now at the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Friday we're going to have snow, potentially, at least in the higher elevations. So you got to get your auto detailed after the snow is done, which could be hopefully this weekend. Get into Auto Concepts. Get your car detailed. It's going to look unbelievable clean, like better than you can even do. And I know my father-in-law likes to do his own. I don't know if he'd even trust. He thinks he's, you know what, Auto Concepts could just kick his butt on auto detailing. And I know he does a very nice job, but Auto Concepts, those guys, and they're hiring. You want a full-time job with unbelievable benefits? Like weekends off, but you can work overtime if you want. Auto Concepts. Get in there and get your car detailed. And gift certificates are nice too. Remember, Father's Day is just around the corner. On this day in history coming up too. So we got some news on the Eastern AA and the Western AAs for softball, and a lot of stuff's being moved up across the state divisional wise for this week. So it's from, instead of Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, it's now going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's not going to be Tuesday, Wednesday. So here it is. Let's see here. The tournaments that were scheduled for, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now, the Western AA in Helena for softball will be Tuesday and Wednesday. The Eastern AA will be in Belgrade on the same 2 dates. Okay. The Northeast A in Havre is also going to be played Tuesday and Wednesday. And the Eastern AA Divisional Tennis Tournament has moved from Wednesday, Thursday to Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay? And that's going to be in Billings. The Eastern AA Divisional Track Meet is going to go as scheduled in Great Falls Friday and Saturday. What says track and field in Montana more than cold and crappy weather, which is what we'll probably have for divisional track this weekend. So there you go. Anyway, big thanks to Alex Cummings. That was cool. That was fun talking with him, and appreciate him being a fan of the show too. He's a good dude, and can't wait to meet him in person. But speaking of coaches, Jeff Brabant from Miles Community Baseball will join us on Wednesday. They're headed off. They won the Region 13 crown last weekend, and they're heading off to Iowa this weekend. Thursday, we'll talk to Fallon Frigie, former Montana State Bobcat, former North Dakota Fighting Hawk, and huge Bobcat. I mean, as Bobcat fan, you wish you had her for 4 years instead of just the one. But Fallon just got done wrapping up her first year of pro ball, and she was the Big Sky MVP after her senior season, which was last year. But she just got done with her first pro season, so she'll join us on Thursday. Tomorrow, we'll talk to Rodeo Alaska's Frank Koloski. They got a huge bull riding coming up the Memorial Day weekend. And Cassie Turner, Miss Last Chance Stampede, scheduled to be here tomorrow as well. So there you go. All right, let's get to our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. And there were some good ones. There really was. From track, softball, tennis, there was some really good nominees. Chase Smith winning a Pac-12 title. You had Sealy Chapman from Jefferson qualifying for state. You had Miles Community College winning the Region 13 baseball crown, as we mentioned. We talked a lot about some others as well. Let's see. We didn't talk lacrosse. Billings Westgrad, Katrina Terry winning the Big Sky pole vault. We talked about the Cats and Grizz that won Big Sky championships. But we got to go to tennis. And we've got to go down the road from us here in the Major Mortgage Man Cave, down the road about 30 miles to our west, because the Townsend Bulldogs won another divisional title over the weekend. 15 straight girls titles that they've won. 15 consecutive. I mean, this goes back to 2005. Now, remember, they didn't have a year last year. Jefferson was second, Three Forks third, Lone Peak and Red Lodge finished out the top 5. But, I mean, 15 consecutive years winning a divisional title for Broadwater tennis. You had Lexi Howard qualify for state. Jade Martin, Zoe Wickens won doubles. Lexi was second in singles. Emily Bird and Liz Collins, doubles runner-up. Scout Lind, Angie Terrialt, and Kyra Keong fell just short of state, but great divisional showing for the Townsend Bulldogs, and they are our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. John Odell, and I mean, you talk great coaches in Townsend. 3 right off the top of my head. John Odell, tennis. Pete Robichon, golf, and also, well, in wrestling for John, but also 2014 football champ Travis Rapp. So congratulations to Townsend girls tennis, our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. And like I said, there were some good ones, but you win a divisional title for 15 straight years, you're gonna that's impressive. That's awesome. So congrats to them. And the coaches, too. I mean, that's just great. We mentioned on Wednesday, we'll talk to Miles Community College baseball coach Jeff Brabant. But Chase Lynn going a complete game 4-hitter. The Pioneers beat Bismarck State College 7-1 to win the Region 13 baseball title. And now Miles heads off to the North Plains District Championship Friday, starting there at Cedar Falls, Iowa. And we'll talk to Coach from the road on Wednesday. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. Dawson Perry, the tournament MVP, congratulations. And was it the Miles or Dawson softball team that did really well too? One of them. Can't remember. There's a lot of stuff going on. All right, let's do On This Day in History. It is brought to you by Big Sky Printwear. We print what you wear, and that includes Jason Walker Show paraphernalia. We'll be getting some more stuff. We already have T-shirts, and we've given a bunch away. We're going to give some more away, and also golf shirts as well. But we're going to get some more swag from Big Sky Printwear because they print what you wear, and there you go. And they're so good. For 35 years experience. And Sheila and the gals will take care of it. The wife went and ordered some stuff from Big Sky Printwear for her work because they're celebrating 100 years in Helena. So anyway. All right. Today's May the 17th. It is Pack Rat Day. Is Pack Rat Day also the same as Hoarder? Or as, that's what my wife calls me, I'm a hoarder. But I think if you look around the Major Marks Man Cave, I'd be a collector, right? Of finer things. It is Cherry Cobbler Day. I'm not a cherry guy. Graduation Tassel Day. Congrats to all the grads from over the weekend. It is National Walnut Day and National Idaho Day. A lot of horse racing on this date. 1875, the very first Kentucky Derby was run. Aristides would win. The 7th Kentucky Derby in 1881, Hindu would go on to win. The 19th Preakness in 1894, ICYMI gets the win. At the 36th Preakness in 1911, it was Watervale winning. 40th Preakness, 1915, Rhine Maiden. 1915, Chicago Cubs, George Zip Zabel comes in with 2 outs in the first inning as a reliever. He winds up with a 4-3 victory in 19 innings over Brooklyn in the longest relief job ever. Yeah, 18 1/3 innings. 1924, at the 50th Kentucky Derby, Black Gold would get the win. 1925, Tris Speaker of the Cleveland Indians gets his 3,000th hit. 1930, 56 Kentucky Derby, Gallant Fox would go on to win. 1939, the first televised baseball game was broadcast on NBC. Princeton beat Columbia 2-1. 1952, 77th Preakness, Blue Man got the win. At the 83rd Preakness, 6 years later, Tim Tam. 1959, Sam Snead sets the PGA record for 36 holes at 122. That's like an average of 61 per 18. I have shot years ago near 122 like Sam Snead, but I did it on 18 and not 36. 1963, Houston Colt 45's pitcher Don Notterbart with a no-hitter. 1969, 94th Preakness, Majestic Prince would get the win. 1970, Hank Aaron, the 9th player to get his 3,000th hit. 1973, Joe Ferguson of the Dodgers with the 6,000th home run in Dodger history. At the 100th Preakness on this date in 1975, Master Derby gets the win. 1980, the 105th Preakness, Codex. 1983 Stanley Cup. 4th consecutive title for the New York Islanders. They sweep Edmonton. 1986, the Preakness, Snow Chief. 1997 at the Preakness, Silver Charm. 1998, David Wells of the Yankees with a perfect game. Let's see here. 2003, Funny Side would win the Preakness. 2008, Big Brown would get the win. And California Chrome won the Preakness on this date in 2014. 3 years ago, Michigan State University announced it'll pay $500 million in claims to 300 survivors of sex abuse involving Larry Nassar. It's the largest sex abuse case in sports history and still going. Happy birthday today, James Cool Papa Bell, born on this date in 1903. Negro League star. Many considered him the fastest, if not one of the fastest, ever to play the game. James Cool Papa Bell. Great display at the Negro League Museum in Kansas City. It is Sugar Ray Leonard's birthday, the gold medalist from '76. He was born in 1956. John Deere died on this date in 1886. The John Deere and Company. Yeah. Harmon Killebrew died 10 years ago today at the age of 74, the Minnesota Twin. 1876 on this date, the 7th U.S. Cavalry under George Armstrong Custer would leave Fort Lincoln for its demise. And on this date in 1985, Les Anderson would catch a record 97-pound, 4-ounce Chinook salmon off the coast of Alaska. 97.4 pounds of salmon. That sounds good, right? And what a heck of a catch. 97. I mean, that's like hauling in a toddler. Well, not a toddler, but a grade school kid. I mean, 97 pounds. Or, you know, a Victoria's Secret model back in the day. All right. Let's see. Let's do... Oh, on this day in history, brought to you by Big Sky Printwear. Get in on the corner of Euclid and Henderson and Helena. If you need one shirt or you need 1,000, they'll do it for you. After you pay. I mean, you have to pay, but they'll get it done for you. And it's done the right way, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay? Big Sky Printwear. We print what you wear.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
All right. So, congratulations to Broadwater. Wow. Townsend Girls Tennis for winning its 15th straight. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to Townsend Girls Tennis winning its 15th straight divisional title. And our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. So the Summer Olympics are supposed to start here in a couple of months in Tokyo. Remember, delayed from last year, COVID, blah, blah, blah. Well, in Tokyo and in Japan, case counts keep going up. Now, the games in the country of Japan itself are there's a lot of negative feedback from the citizens. But there's one entity that doesn't seem fazed that there may not be a Summer Olympics. And that's NBC, which owns the broadcast rights in the United States. At least publicly now. There's a really good chance that the Olympics are going to be canceled again. Either postponed again or just flat out canceled. Because Japan having a lot of issues. So they had what they call upfronts in TV today. And Mike Tirico of NBC Sports, said over the next year, you've got the Super Bowl, you've got, at NBC, you've got the Summer Olympics, the Winter Olympics coming up in 2022 as well. Including the Super Bowl in the middle. But they're promising that it's going to happen, the games of the 32nd Olympiad. But, man, I'm not sure. Not sure if it'll happen. So the Summer Games having a lot of issues. Now NBC's trying to remain publicly positive, and they're going to do some stupid stuff with the Jonas Brothers, like in Wednesday. In July. I don't know why. But anyway, so here's the Winter Olympics problem. So there may be no Summer Olympics again. There may not be a Winter Olympics because, well, there's a big boycott from a lot of countries facing China, like because of their actions towards Tibet, Hong Kong. Was it the Uyghurs regions? So there may not be a whole lot of countries in China at the Olympics. Now, if you're the International Olympic Committee and you know China's history of being, jackasses for the last 2,000 years, why would you award the Winter Olympics? Just a question. But aside from all of that, the Olympics, everything's going great. Everything's going great. Man, we'll see if that happens or not. I'm not going to hold my breath that we're going to have a Summer Olympics. I'm just saying. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. All right. Wow, what a fun show. We're going to do it again tomorrow. Hope you join us. Thanks to Alex Cummings today, Flathead High football coach. Congratulations to Townsend Girls, our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week, the tennis team out of Townsend. Tomorrow, we'll talk Rodeo, Alaska. I know. PRCA bull riding with Frank Koloski from Rodeo, Alaska. There's a Montana connection, too. We'll also have Miss Last Chance Stampede, Cassie Turner, in the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Hope you can join us. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great week. Enjoy the weather the next couple of days. Enjoy tennis, track, and divisionals across the high school front and softball, too. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 4. Go to JasonWalkerShow.com.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.